Hello and welcome. Asha Light Eagle Whispers Healing with my ancestors, and we are going to do the day 7 and 1, and that is spiritual blockages. Blockage spreads. Okay, so let's see. I wonder if I would do that. So let's see. And spiritual spreads, blockages. A spiritual blockage is any kind of barrier in your current life that has a spiritual root. Okay. Sometimes you have done or experienced in a past life is the true reason for your physiology and behavior. This concept is similar to fears or phobias, but the distinction is that the blockage is the thing in the way. Okay, blockages tend to be greater in capacity than a fear or a phobia, or and are typically energetically stronger. It's much tougher to break a blockage because you have been working through this adversarial energy through several lifetimes. Okay, so spread 1 will help you identify at least one blockage. Spread 2 leads you to your next step in progress towards working through that blockage. And spread 3 will show you what to look for as indicators of success on your journey towards absolving that particular blockage. Okay, so I have already shuffled the cards just so that I could save some time. And so let's look at the first spread. For this spread, you are working to identify what your spiritual blockages may be, and looking for insight that will help you from breakthroughs, spiritual blockages, or deep psychological beliefs or fears that are preventing your spiritual progression. So let's start with card 1 and card 2. And card 1, yeah, card 1, where is the question for card 1? Here. What do I need is the first question, and card 2, what is my spiritual blockage? What do you need? So here you receive China, and this is 2 of Wands. What do you need? 2 of Wands. And let's look at 2 of Wands. Swords, Wands. Too much planning without enough action. So you plan too much, so you need to plan a little bit less but have some results in what you're planning. So plan and make it real, don't just make it in your head. Okay. Card number 2 is what is my spiritual blockage? What is your spiritual blockage? And here you receive 19 Australia, and that is Sun. And let's look at the Sun. Overly concerned with recognition. Overly concerned with recognition. So what is your blockage? Well, I don't understand that phrase, but let's look at my magical cards. What goes together with the Sun? What is the blockage? Oh, here is the Sun. And here we have 19... I think it's 19, 10, and 1. Yeah, 19, 10, and 1. So, this means that you work too hard. You work too hard. Even if you're joyful and all that, you need to learn how to relax and stop stressing yourself, because you're stressing yourself. And by stressing yourself and putting so much of effort into what you do is how you block yourself. The changes that are happening around you, can affect you as well. So changes that are happening, both, it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative, that can also affect you. So your thoughts blocks you. It's like you put a wall in front of you, and when you try to, for an example, meditate or so on, you can't do that because you don't believe that you're going to receive anything. It's like you put a negative thought in it. Maybe you're doing it in unconscious way, but your subconscious know that. Okay. So card number 3 is asking what past events created this blockage. What past events did create this blockage? Rational woman is what you're receiving. Queen of Swords. Wow, okay. And Queen of Swords stands for overly judgmental. So, judgment by other people. Okay. And so there was someone who was overly judgmental, maybe towards you as a person. So let's look at card number. Oh, so number 3 and number 4 goes together. What past event or events created this blockage? And 4 and number 3 goes together. So number 4 is depression. Oh, wow. And you have 10 of Wands. So you were depressed because of a woman, because of someone who was over judgmental towards you. They treat you maybe in a bad way. This person don't have to just be a woman. This could have been a man, but had female aspects in his way of being. So, but yeah, but according to the cards, that was a male, and you received what did I say? It was 10 of Wands. So things was hard upon you. You felt like you did struggle through it, and this person didn't make it easy on you either. It's like you were struggling. 10 of Wands, easily overwhelmed you were easily overwhelmed with the situation that was. And let's look at 10 of Wands. We have gone through 10 of Wands so many times, so I should have remembered the meaning of it, but I truly don't. But I think 9. But I think that you have let's look what you have with the 10 of Wands. You have 19, 10, and 1. So 19, that's the Sun. You were either too joyful and would put too much of effort, so you would burn yourself. And the Magician is like, even if you had to face difficulties, you would do that just to gain whatever you wanted. And that's your stubbornness. But I also believe that another person did impact you. Okay. So that was number 4. Let's look at number 5. And number 5 and 6 goes together. What current events reinforce this blockage? What current events reinforce this event? And 5 and 6. So 5 and 6. 5. And as number 5, you have 15, slavery. And then you have India, and that is 2 of Pentacles. And the Devil. 2 of Pentacles and the Devil. Okay, so let's look at the Devil first. And that's number 15. Addictions and obsessions is number 1, is answer number 1. So you had some sort of addictions that you are holding on to. And it's a Two of Pentacles, I think, and that is takes on too much. So just because you take too much upon yourself when it comes to work and how you did things, you got to be you got to be you did find yourself in addiction that brought you to the stage. So that addiction could have been alcohol, it could have been drugs, it could have been whatsoever. And even today, you do take a little bit too much upon yourself. And I think that you got tired after helping so many that you did through life. I think that you got a bit tired of doing that. So that did end up as an addiction in a way, and you got depressed, and you felt somehow like a slave. And maybe it is how you're feeling today as well. Okay. So the next card is 7 and 8. So 7 is on its own, and the question is, what am I not seeing? What are you not seeing? And here you receive, of course, 17th century and 7 of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles, and let's look at 7 of Pentacles. Unwilling to invest time and energy. You're not seeing the time, and you're not seeing the energy that you're missing out on, and you might feel tired and drained. And with 7 of Pentacles, what goes with 7 of Pentacles? Okay, I went a little bit too far. That's 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Well, for me, talks about a person who wants to move forward but has difficulty and knows that they have to work hard. And with this, you have 16. That's the Tower. You're sometimes having trouble to see the changes that are happening, and when the changes happens and it becomes frustration, that is difficult for you. And the Tower, let's others decide your fate too willingly. So you let other people decide sometimes your fate, and willingly, just to not create a scene or problem. So this is what you're not seeing, that other people do that for you. And number 8 talks about, how will the spirit world help me? How will this spirit world help you? And here you receive 3 of Swords. Oh dear. And that is broken hearted. 3 of Swords. And 3 of Swords. Oh, I'm looking wrong. Okay. 3 of Swords. Broken-hearted, rooted in past lives. rotted or rooted, rooted, R-O-O-T-E-D, rooted in past lives. Okay, I think that you were depressive and sad, but the question was, what was the question? The question was, let's look at number 8 again. Yeah, how will the spiritual world help you? They will help you to how to shield maybe yourself in a more proper way, and maybe will help you to ease the difficulties that maybe you are facing. So let's look at Three of Swords. And where Three of Swords goes, let's see, let's go deeper. So with Three of Swords you have 21, 12 and 3. 12, that is the Hangman. So you need to, I guess, you need to offer a little bit of your time to see within yourself and have an understanding. Let me just Ace of Cups, Eight of Wands. What did I say? Three of Swords. Two of Wands. Let me go further in. Nine of Cups. Six of Swords, so I have passed. Four of Swords, okay. Let's look at the swords and see what I am missing out. Okay, Three of Swords. Hurt and grief, usually over a relationship. Feelings, feeling betrayed, sorrow and loss, usually over a person who is loved, pain over the failure of a sexual partnership or a passionate friendship. So yeah, you were broken hearted by that's 7, and let's go up to where was the 8. How will the spiritual, so they will help you to release your old pain that have to do with releasing emotions that has to do with loss, broken heart of a relationship, or something like that. And now let's look at card number 9. And card number 9 is who or what will help me? Who or what will help you? Oh, okay. And here you have loving woman. A loving woman. Queen of Cups will help you. And Queen of Cups talks about does Queen of Cups does good deeds. Sorry, I lost my way. Does good deeds at the expansion of self. So yeah, Queen of Cups will help you, and this is a person who is loving, who cares for other people, and without any problem. So that's, you know, that's a loving woman. And that was number 9. And number 10 is how should I reframe my thinking? How should I reframe my thinking? And here you have the Fool. That's number 0. You need to see yourself in this question, because the Fool is, you know, the meaning for yourself. Unwillingness to venture out. Not sure what that believe. Unwilling. Blah, blah, blah. Wow, why am I stumbling? Unwillingness to venture out. I don't know if you can understand that, but for me that talks about you need to look at your pattern. You need to look at yourself and how you think and feel about things, and see what needs to be changed. And for an example, I know that you need to add some boundaries at your home towards your children, for an example, or animal, okay? And you have trouble doing that because of your, you know, beautiful heart. You have trouble with that. So you need to see, you need to make some changes, you know, so that you can release the old. So that's the first spread. And let's do the second spread. Let's do the second spread. Okay, so I'm not going to shuffle it along many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's pick 10 cards, because I don't know how many cards they would be there. But somehow I felt like there was a card that did fly. Maybe I was wrong about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so there is a card missing. And where did it go? Because let's see if I can find it. Because I know, I am so damn sure that there was a card flying. Let me, that's my geo, let's see. Oh, I'm not happy when this happens. So there is nothing here. On the floor. Okay, nothing here on the floor. So it is hidden somewhere and I don't know where. And that's how it did fly. Okay, let's forget about it for now. Okay, it's not here. Okay, it's not at least on the floor here anywhere. I'm not missing it. I'm searching. I'm sorry. Because it won't be good when I have to do the third reading, because I'm not going to have the full collection of cards as one is missing. That's not good. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. That's 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 40, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no, it's all here. That's so strange. This is so strange. Okay, I did waste a lot of time. Sorry for that. So let's go ahead, move forward fast in the next reading that we are going to do. I'm sorry. I wish that I could pause. I don't know. I can't do that when I do record. So that's how crazy it is. So let's look at the next spread. And here you don't have 10 cards. You just have some. So it doesn't matter. So let's look at the first card. And the first card, card number 1. What do I need? Card number 1, and you have King of Pentacles, and he is the indigenous male. What do you need? So you need to identify attached to wealth. Identify attached to wealth. Identify what is attached to your wealth is what you need. Okay, the second card, let's just move forward. Card number 2. What is my spiritual blockage? What is your spiritual blockage? And here you have 18th century and 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands. Need to communicate. So what is your blockage? Communication. Right, am I correct? What is my spiritual blocking? Yeah, communication. That you can't communicate. That is blocked. That is what is locked within you. And what you need is look what is overflown in your energy. Okay, and the card number 3 talks about what past life event caused this spiritual blocking. What past life? And here you receive drawing. And this is 6 of Swords. Six of Swords. That's interesting. That's Wands. 6 of Swords. Inability to move on from loss or heartbreak. So what caused this is that you were heartbroken, you were sad about something, and you couldn't move forward, you couldn't deal with the situation. Okay, so someone's either passing or leaving you or hurting you did leave a big mark within you as a person. So that was how does this blockage impact me now? So that was number 3 I did read, right? Was it? What past life event? Yeah. So the 4th card is, how does this blockage impact me now? How does this blockage impact you now? And here you receive 14 karmic lessons. So you're going through karmic lessons, and that's temperance, and you're trying to balancing things, which is important. Struggles with routine and healthy habits. So you're struggling with yourself, with your body. This can be maybe, for an example, your weight, what you eat, what you don't eat, and so on. So you're struggling, and routines, boundaries, and things like that I have mentioned already. And let's look at the next question. And that is question number 5, which is asking what? What is the source of the conflict? What is the source? And the source is starvation. Wow. And this is 5 of Pentacles, starvation. 5 of Pentacles. Poverty mentally. Poverty and mentally. So, you feel that you can't move forward. You feel stuck in what is. Let's look what other cards influence 5 of Pentacles. And that is 14, which is balance. You're not having any balance in life. You're sometimes out of balance, and that is something that you need to work on to make okay. And then the last card here, how should I approach this blockage? How should you approach this blockage? And here you receive 19, Australia, and this is a card that have come up very, very much, and this is the Sun. Approach this with joy, with your creativity. Do whatever makes you feel good, because that will help you to heal. And let's look at the Sun. Overly concerned with recognition. Overly concerned with recognition. I don't think, are you really? I wonder. Well, but when it comes to work, yeah, that might be correct. So do whatever makes you joyful and happy, because that will help you to move forward. But let's see the Sun and what cards is with the Sun. Moon and the Sun, and just to have, you have 19, yeah, but that's the Sun. 10 and 1. Become a leader, become a true leader. Okay, put a lot of effort, even if you feel like you're not going to make it and have a negative thought. Put a positive thought into it. And remember that life is upside down like a carousel, and there are going to be times where you're going to feel like things are moving upwards, but then there are going to be times that you're going to feel like you're falling on your face, and that's where you will sort of end up. So that's this reading. And let's do the third reading. to try to speed it up a little bit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's take 10. And if I don't need all the cards, I will remove. So let's look at the first. So the third spread is 8, 9. Yeah, there is 9 cards here. So let's look at the third spread. And the third spread, the first card, let's look at, let me just find it first. Card 2, card 1. What do I need? What do you need? And you have card number 1, and here you have China, and this is 2 of Wands. What do you need? So let's look at 2 of Wands. And too much planning. You need to stop planning a lot. Too much planning without enough action. So you need some action and less planning. Okay. The second card is what is my blockage? What is your blockage? And here you have Congo, that's Africa, and here you have 9 of Cups. So 9 of Cups. Too focused on the future. You're focusing too much. So your focus and your feelings is let me just find number 2. What is my blockage? And let's look at 9 of Cups. 4, 5, 8, 9 of Cups. Let's look at 9 of Cups and see what cards goes with it. And 9 of Cups, you have 18, and that's the Star. No, I'm wrong. That's the Moon. 17 is the Star, the Moon. So emotions, you need to work with your emotions, balance your emotions in all this. So what is blocked? Your emotions, your feelings. Your root chakra might be blocked. So yeah. Card number 3 talks about what events have reinforced this blockage. What events have reinforced this? And here you have poison, and that's 7 of Cups. And 7 of Cups. Indulge in fantasy rather than living your life. So you're in your head, you're living in fantasy, and instead of living your life in the way that you did. And what happened was uh, maybe someone left you, or someone passed, or something like that, and that was too hard for you to accept, and that made you to fantasize instead of seeing the truth and living in the truth. That caused I guess that caused that event caused your blockage. And that's so interesting. So let's look at 7 of Cups. Six of Cups, 7 of Cups, choices. You're see, you're having difficulty when it is too much to choose in between sometimes, and you don't know what to choose and what will be correct and not correct, and you want things to be good around you. And 16 goes with this, which for me talks about the the Tower, which talks about things are happening in a way that you can't control. And that you're letting others to decide your fate with too willingly. So you need to stop letting other people deciding over your head. You need to make your own decisions a little bit more. Okay, so that's 4. Number 5 is how can I recognize this blockage? How can you recognize this blockage? And here you receive drawing, and this is 6 of Swords. 6 of Swords. And let's look at the swords. Inability to move on from loss or heartbreak. So when you get hurt and sad, you can't move forward. You are hurt, and that can be difficult for you. And 6 of Swords, we have gone through this before, is how I feel. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you have 15 there, which talks about temptation. So maybe you are tempted. Maybe you're tempted sometimes. So try not make too fast of decisions. Try to think what you're doing and why, because if you do that too fast, that can be difficult upon you. Okay, and let's look at the next card, and that is I did look at 5, so let's go to number 6. How will I overcome this? How will you overcome this? And here you receive Sister, and this is Page of Pentacles. How will you overcome this? By helping other people, maybe being helping, understanding, and so on, helping family members. But maybe because of a sister, maybe a sister or a cousin or someone close to you will help you to understand what you need to change. Okay, so a family member will help you. What did I read? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's go to number 6. Wow, I need to charge this as well. Number 6. How will I overcome this? So so you have that already. Did I miss the card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, we are on 5. Sorry. And 5 is all about, let's look at 5. I did do wrong. How can I recognize this blockage? Yeah, didn't we do this? I think so. And number 5, you have the Page of Pentacles. Well, maybe we need to look at this again then, who knows. Don't act on good ideas. Yeah, don't act on good ideas. And don't make too fast decisions. How can I recognize? Yeah, by you throwing yourself in situations without thinking things through. Number 6. Now let's look at number 6. How will I overcome this? And here you have conflict. By facing the conflicts, 5 of Wands. By facing the conflicts, in a you know, stand up for yourself, stand up to the plate. Overly competitive. Don't be competitive, you know. Or maybe you need to be competitive as well, but somehow that's overly, so it's like it's too much. Try to tune down on that side of yours, okay? And number 7 talks about who or what will help me overcome this. Who or what will help you to overcome? And here you receive South America and Moon. Feelings, yourself, your feelings, and what you're going through. And let's look at the Moon as well. Oh, that's the Sun. Here is the Moon. And with the Moon you have number 8 or number 9. Yeah, to see within yourself, because that's the Hermit. See within yourself, see the knowledge that you carry. Give yourself a little bit of time to heal as well. So you yourself can do that as you receive that. And that's 7. Let's look at number 8. When will I overcome this? When will you overcome this? And here you receive Murder, 10 of Swords. Struggling to start over. When you're going to have to start over with something is when you're going to overcome this, because you're going to have difficulties with something or things. And with 10 of Swords, I think that we have looked at this before. Yeah, with 10 of Swords, you have yeah, you need to make a change. Think about your fate, about life. and become a leader you know, for yourself. When you become that, when you face all that, is when you're going to overcome. And swords sometimes can stand for years, so that can be within 10 years, and winter timing. And then that was number when will I, yeah, number 9 is how will I know I overcome this? How will I know if I have overcome this? And here you receive 20, the Middle East, and that's judgment. You will know, because the time will tell you, let you know. But let's look at the judgment. Judgment. Fears God. Don't fear God. Ask God to help you. So you might receive a sign from God or Creator or whatever your belief is, but you might receive, and listen to your feelings, listen to your heart. Your heart will tell you when you release this away from you. And this is the spreads for narrative for blockings, spiritual blockings. So this is 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 spreads all together. So let me know what you think about this. Until next time, blessing.